Hey guys, time for my main event review from April the 17th, 2013. This is a fun episode, I'm not going to lie. This was a fun episode to watch because it's a battle royal. Yes, we get a battle royal to start main event. And the winner of the battle royal will be the #1 contender to the Intercontinental title held by Wade Barrett. And that match is going to take place later in the show. So, the participants already in the ring: Yoshitatsu, Alex Riley, Justin Gabriel, Santino Marella, the Usos, Primo and Epico, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre, 3MB. Well, Wade Barrett comes out and he's about to cut a promo saying how at first it was unfair that he had to defend the Intercontinental title after winning it back just a week ago. But looking at the participants in the ring, then it might be an easy match. But then all of a sudden, the Great Khali's music comes out. He is the final participant in the Battle Royal. So 11 men compete to be the #1 contender to the Intercontinental title. While I'm not going to go into great detail about this Battle Royal, because, well, it's a Battle Royal, some of the highlights: Khali dominating the Battle Royal early on. He eliminated about 3 or 4 guys in the match. And then, later in the bout, everybody finally ganged up. The guys that were left, at first they had attempted, all of them, to get him over the top into the floor. But he managed to get under the bottom rope, which was very surprising. Pardon me, I lost my train of thought there for a second. But no, he managed to get back in the ring. And then the 6 guys tried again, and then Khali was eliminated. So then you have, the 6 remaining guys left. They fight for a little bit. And I gotta say, one guy that impressed me in this Battle Royal, and I know this is thoughtful dreaming of, hey, they're gonna push this guy, is Alex Riley. I thought he would have been one of the first guys eliminated in the Battle Royal, but he was right there till about the middle or almost towards the end of the Battle Royal. So I was really impressed with that. So kudos to Alex Riley. So we get down to the final 4 men of the Battle Royal. It's Santino Marella, Justin Gabriel, Drew McIntyre, and Primo. And Santino, being the smart man that he is, he counts 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody, let's go! Yeah! And then Primo and McIntyre just punch Santino out. That was a funny bit. So, we're down to our final 4. Santino pulls out the Cobra. He hits Primo with the Cobra, but Primo goes out via the second rope. So technically, he's still in the Battle Royal. Drew McIntyre, however, grabs Santino, throws him over the top rope and onto the floor. Santino's eliminated. So Justin Gabriel and Drew McIntyre, they're in the ring, and they're fighting. And Drew throws Justin over the top rope, but Justin skins the cat, grabs McIntyre's head with his legs, and dumps him over the top rope into the floor. So Gabriel thinks he's won the Battle Royal, but Primo is still there. So Primo comes right back in, and next thing you know, he ducks his head over the top rope. Primo goes to the floor. Justin Gabriel wins. He's the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. Gets a match with Wade Barrett later on the show. And Matt Striker interviews him, and Gabriel says that me and Wade Barrett, we were best of friends. We know each other well. And I'm going to do the same thing like my man Kofi Kingston did. I'm going to bring home the Intercontinental title tonight. So, there's the promo. So in between that, we go through the World Heavyweight title situation: Dolph Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger. And then they talk about CM Punk and him leaving Raw, and then Brock Lesnar. And then we get an interview with Wade Barrett. This was funny, but it was good. So, Matt Striker's interviewing him, and Wade Barrett starts off, unlike me, you were a mediocre teacher, you were a mediocre superstar, and now you are a mediocre announcer. Ouch. And he talks about how, he regained the Intercontinental title after he had lost it to The Miz at WrestleMania, and then how he lost to R-Truth, but he said that he will see R-Truth again real soon, and Justin Gabriel will be the first victim of this round of the Barrett Barrage. So we get our match, Intercontinental title. This is a good match. I mean, when you've been around each other for so long, Gabriel and Barrett, as a stable and as opponents, you really get a good sense of one another, and they really did in this match. It was really good. Gabriel gets the offense early in the match, but Wade Barrett gets outside, and then he gets control, and Barrett dominates for a little bit, and then Gabriel makes a bit of a comeback piece by piece. He tries for a move, but Barrett pushes him up into the air, and he lands face first on the mat, only gets a 2 count. But Gabriel keeps coming back. Gabriel attempts a 450, but as he sees Barrett running towards the corner, Gabriel hits a leapfrog over him, but he gets caught into the winds of change, only for a 2 count, and then Gabriel fights back, and then he hits a springboard moonsault from the top rope, only to get a 2 count, and then again he goes to the top rope, attempting a 450, but Barrett rolls under the bottom rope towards the middle, or towards the apron, and in the end of the match comes, Gabriel's trying to get to Barrett, the referee's holding Gabriel back, Barrett pokes him in the eyes, and then he rolls up the elbow pad, hits the bullhammer elbow onto Gabriel, gets the 3 count and the win, stays the Intercontinental Champion, but this was a good match. And I said recently in the NXT review from April 17th, him and Leo Kruger, they seem to always get the compared, fight each other because they're from South Africa. But here with Barrett, it's just completely different, and it's so much better, I think, because you've been around him for so long. But Barrett gets the win in a good main event on Main Event. And then they finish off the episode with the Raw Rebound with Ryback, John Cena, and The Shield. And that's basically your episode of Main Event. Like I said, this was a fun episode to watch. Anytime a Battle Royal is on, it's going to be a fun episode. And then the Intercontinental title match was just really good. It was a good title defense for Wade Barrett. And, if they could give Barrett quality opponents, Barrett could end up being a good Intercontinental Champion. Like I said, they just got to give him quality opponents. But more to come. And one thing they did mention a lot is, the European tour that happens in that couple of weeks span. So the next episode of Main Event will be taking place in England, and that's going to be the next review of Main Event.